Hello, my name is Marcus Moses, and I'm a third-year MD and PH student at Tulane, and I'm here to present RSJME, an innovative student-led committee advocating for anti-racist medical education. In light of the COVID-19 pandemic and unjust police murders of countless Black Americans, such as Breonna Taylor and George Floyd, there has been growing recognition of the widespread inequities affecting disenfranchised communities of color. The pervasive nature of systemic racism within our country's history has led to disproportionate morbidity and mortality outcomes, demonstrating the urgent need to allocate adequate resources to identify solutions that address persistent health inequities. This holds true within medical education, given educators' role in preparing future physicians to provide care within marginalized communities. Still, traditional medical education inadequately addresses the myriad of individual and societal forces impacting health outcomes. Additionally, there is a silent culture that ignores the uncomfortable realities of racism and limits medical students' ability to critically reflect on how oppressive structures within medicine contribute to the current landscape. Therefore, the Liaison Committee on Racial and Social Justice and Medical Education, a student-led committee at Tulane University School of Medicine, was established to create an anti-racist academic environment. RSJME is a student-led committee who was initially tasked with developing recommendations for the curriculum committee to enhance Tulane's medical education, creating an anti-racist academic environment. RSJME students designed the current structure of the committee, which is composed of 3 subcommittees: preclinical, clinical, and operations, to ensure the development of a longitudinal curriculum integrating racial and social justice concepts. The committee is governed by an executive committee of student chairpersons and subcommittee leaders, with students meeting bi-monthly at a minimum to discuss updates and manage administrative tasks. Faculty and administration are included in monthly at-large meetings to serve in a mentor/sponsorship role, guiding students. Since its inception, RSJME students have advocated for an academic medical institution that acknowledges its role in systemic racism while concurrently prioritizing an anti-racist curriculum. Through collaboration with faculty and administration, RSJME students developed an extensive 40-page report outlining recommendations for an anti-racist academic environment, advocated for protected faculty time, resulting in the appointment of an EDI curriculum director and a chief clinical diversity officer, developed a curricular racism reporting system for real-time refinement of didactic lectures, integrated case-based learning sessions primarily focusing on health equity and the social determinants of health, and implemented the JEDI series, which is a student-facilitated series for third-year medical students highlighting racial and social justice concepts within clinical experiences. In collaboration with faculty and administration, students within RSJME have catalyzed an institutional culture shift by incorporating an anti-racist lens spanning the entire curriculum and developing a student-led framework for anti-racist curricular reform. This framework can serve as a model for other institutions across the country, highlighting students' pivotal role in promoting an equitable medical education. Key takeaways are student support and institutional culture refinement. Medical students are prime candidates in designing such modern solutions to address anti-racist curricular reform. But if this method is to be implemented, students need to first be supported by administration, given protected time to complete administrative tasks, and rewarded for their efforts. Lastly, institutions must critically examine their current academic EDI efforts and start to prioritize them with respect to financial resource allocation. Without funding support, these endeavors are not sustainable. Lastly, I place this quote here by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. that states, "Change does not roll in on the wheels of inevitability, but comes through continuous struggle." Although we have made great strides at our institution, we realize that this will be a continuous effort in the future and that this is only the beginning. To learn more about RSJME and our initial report, please visit our website on the link on this slide. Thank you very much.